Welcome back to the Haunted Haven, and welcome to another Halloween candle review on here in the Haunted Haven. It's August, and all of the candle companies are putting their Halloween lines out, and I'm a little overwhelmed, but it is okay. That is what the season is all about right now, and I am particularly excited to be going over Witch Nose Candle Company with you guys today. Witch Nose is a very small, family-owned candle company business in Pennsylvania. They have sent me some wax melts to work with and review for you guys, so I am looking forward to going over all these scents with you. One thing I do want to mention with Witch Nose is that they are only doing pre-orders right now for their Halloween line, and all of the orders have to be in by August 15th. I am sorry that this is getting out to you. You've got about 10 days from when this video is getting out to get those orders into Witch Nose, but I wanted to try and give you at least as much time as possible. But what's happening is, yeah, they're taking pre-orders through August 15th, and then they are going to, after that, not do any production after that. So they're going to be, since they're a small batch candle company, I think that they're trying to only buy enough supplies for what they're actually going to need to make, which is super smart, and very much support them for doing that. I'm a little at the end of my rope. I'm a little bit loopy, but yeah, you can hear some crickets in the background, and I'm doing this at night, so it's at this point in the year I have to try and fit things in wherever they will go. Also, I'm sorry if you do hear my AC kick on. I am in the midst of trying to film things and get things filmed out, and I can't always be waiting for my camera to kick off, so unfortunately we're just gonna have to keep rolling with the AC turning on. It's gonna keep my camera from turning off on me. But yes, today we have Witch Nose Candle Company. Everything needs to be ordered for their fall line by August 15th. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Witch Nose. So Witch Nose, again, is a Pennsylvania candle company, small batch, family owned and operated. And yeah, they make some really, honestly, beautiful, beautiful candles. The candles come in jars that are about this size. This is Scorned. It's from their Valentine's line, and this is the kind of the jar. But the Halloween candles that you guys are going to get are actually going to be in a clear jar. So this has a colored wax in like a red jar. You're going to get a colored wax in a clear jar, and that will be the same wax that's the wax melts. So let's just go ahead and get started with these candles. The first one we're going to go for is Harvester. So the notes on this one are going to be smashed apple variety, straw, wool, burlap, and weathered cornstalk. And it looks like the theme for this one is going to be a kind of a scarecrow. It kind of reminds me of the Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, R.L. Stine. So this living scarecrow who is the last of the season out in the fields, he is the harvester. That is such a nice fall candle. Oh my god. That is really lovely. I do get the apples from that, certainly, but I'm also really, for sure, getting that wool. Like that wool and burlap element is coming through really nicely. Apple variety, straw, wool, burlap, weathered cornstalk. Yeah, there is something so very distinctly outdoors and fall about this one. The apple just gives it a little bit of sweetness and tartness, but otherwise you are getting the straw, the cornstalk, and the wool together. It's almost, the wool almost gives it a clean feeling, actually. Like there's a little bit of almost a laundry scent in here. But it doesn't bring it into an actual laundry scent territory. It's just going to be like a little bit of a dash of that. It's very interesting. But this is a really cool candle. I think that it's doing pretty much what they set out for it to do. I like it. If you're somebody who enjoys particularly an apple scent, I would say apple scent fans, but if you wanted a little bit of apple with some hay type feeling, wool a little bit, that's Harvest. So cool. I really like that one a lot. Mother Pumpkin. The notes on this one are going to be natural pumpkin, smoked oud, earth incense blend, and fresh and dead grasses rather. And the idea with this one is that it is it's like a Mother Earth and pumpkin it's like an ode to Mother Earth and pumpkins. So yeah, that's going to be the pumpkin, the earth incense, fresh and dead grasses. Yeah, okay, so this one I can really smell those grass notes, those fresh and dead grasses, but it's not going to be like a mowing the lawn type of scent. The pumpkin really does a lot. It's most certainly a fall scent is what I mean to say. It's not going to be like a spring grasses scent. This is a dead fall, end of the season grasses scent. Wow, that's really good. It smells like It smells like a fall lawn. It smells like a lawn in fall. It's really nice. The Smoke Dude Earth Incense Blend. Yeah, it's definitely smoky as well. I absolutely get that. That's nice. If you are somebody who likes that kind of dead grass and then wet earth and then a little bit of like smoke piled on top of that, I would say the pumpkin in this is not super strong, at least, you know, with the wax melt being unlit. It's not the dominant note in there, but this is a very natural, nature-centered candle. I really like this one a lot. Mother Pumpkin, very beautiful. Dead Alive Forest. This is going to be Deciduous Evergreen Tree Blend, Fallen Leaves, Forest Moss, and Autumn Sage. And I think that this is, again, ode to the forest as fall comes in. Summer winds down and fall comes in. Wow. That's a really good. This is a really nice woodsy, smoky woodsy scent. Wow. It doesn't have smoke as a scent note on this, but I really do get a smoke out of this. Deciduous Evergreen Tree Blend. It's not super hardcore in the evergreen. A little bit actually, a little bit, but it's not a Christmas tree at all. Fallen Leaves, Forest Moss, Autumn Sage. Yeah, oh, you know what? It's probably the sage that's giving it that smokiness for me. Wow. It really does give that woods feeling though. If you're like a woods scent person, the moss and the leaves. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. This is my favorite so far. I am a woods person. Woods is my favorite scent note. Dead Alive Forest is super good. I may have to end up getting one of those. That is really nice. All right, Through the Veil, we have scent notes of Damp Earth, Ozone, Palo Santo, and Frankincense and Myrrh. So this looks to be a kind of more spiritual blend geared towards the thinning of the veil theme. Yeah, it most certainly is. Again, a very natural smelling. This and the forest one are very similar in feel. This one has a similar type of damp earth thing going on, even though it doesn't say that. Oh, it does say damp earth is the first note, yeah. Damp earth I really get out of this, but the frankincense and myrrh, really nice. Wow. Oh my gosh, I really like Through the Veil. This is certainly a meditative scent and a very natural scent. So anybody who's into the nature spirituality thing, this would be amazing because it does feel like a natural incense combined with the wet earth, the damp earth. This is super nice. Wow, witch nose. Oh my God. Yeah, meditative is my favorite scent profile, and whew, this is so beautiful. That's gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. Oh, and it says it's ectoplasm colored wax. So cute. I like it all. All right, Danse Macabre. The notes on this are going to be smoky hellfire, patchouli, red hot cinnamon, and dragon's blood incense. Oh my God. So that looks like it's kind of like a ode to debauchery on Halloween, partying and debauchery. Smoky hellfire, patchouli, red hot cinnamon, and dragon's blood incense. Whoa, that's an interesting combination. Whoa, that's so weird. I have a dragon's blood incense from this company and I adore it. I absolutely adore it. So I know that they do that scent well. The combination of that with the red hot cinnamon, it creates a very interesting, unique blend. It is smoky. I was about to say it's not the smokiest. It's not a wood type of smoke though. It's got that smoke element, but the red hot cinnamon is doing something that takes it away from being just like a fire scent. Like it's not a bonfire scent. It's its own thing. Smoky red hot cinnamon. Little bit of that dragon's blood. It's the more I smell it, the more I really like it. I've never really smelled anything that is blended like this. Wow. If you're a red hot cinnamon fan, like I really like that scent profile. This is so cool. This is so good. And yeah, a little bit of that incense, the patchouli, so interesting. The incense, the patchouli, the smoky hellfire. Honestly, this is a super unique candle. If you are feeling adventurous, this is a very cool one. Danse Macabre is super cool. I like that a lot. Reaper Field. Reaper Field, the notes are going to be harvest plum, spiced pear, sweet potato, hay bales, and dirt and soil. So interesting. It seems as if this is kind of all of the harvested, kind of like sweeter things. Harvest plum, spiced pear, and sweet potato with hay bales and dirt soil. Interesting. That is so much less sweet than I thought it was going to be. The plum and spiced pear and sweet potato are not, you're kind of losing all the sugar of those, which I like. I really get the hay bales out of this for sure, and the dirt and soil. On cold, at least, this is much more of a hay bale and dirt and soil than a fruity. Interesting. I really like it though. I think if it went too fruity, I wouldn't like it so much. This is definitely a harvest themed candle. Like you would light this up and be like, oh yeah, that's a field. That's a field during the harvest. With I guess a little bit of the tartness of the fruits. Yeah. But it's not a sweet fruit candle, which is, I really was thinking that's the direction it was going to be in. Another really nice harvesty field type of candle. That's excellent. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah, there's just a little bit of the tartness in there. I would say that differentiates itself from Harvester. Harvester is going to actually be sweeter, I think. Yeah, Harvester is sweeter. So if you were kind of trying to choose between Reaper Field and Harvester, Reaper Field is actually more of a field type thing. It's more of that earthy dirt hay bales thing. Raven Black. The notes on this are going to be sweetened pumpkin, black licorice, and dark cedarwood. Okay, so for anybody who was looking for a licorice scent this year, seems as if Witch Nose has you covered. It is a homage to the Black Raven. Ooh, interesting. That's a very strong licorice smell. If you don't like licorice, stay away from this one. Whoa, wowzer, wow. Black licorice, dark cedarwood, and sweetened pumpkin. Yeah, I get that pumpkin in there, and it does lend itself, it lends a bit of sweetness to this. Cedarwood I'm having a harder time picking out, but I think it's, the licorice is so strong. Mostly I'm getting that licorice and that sweetened pumpkin. And I do know that the cedar is gonna be in there. The licorice is super strong on this one. But yeah, like I said, this is a really nice take on licorice, I would say. It's kind of it's a sophisticated licorice. It's not just straight up. Blended nicely with that pumpkin, and then I'm sure that the cedar wood is adding to that as well, and on the burn, I would imagine. So that is Raven Black. Bad Apples. Bad Apples, I love the color of the wax on this one. So Bad Apples, we have notes of green apple, elderberry, patchouli, hemp, and a musk of evil. Interesting. So seems like they were gonna be nice apples, and then we added musk of evil, and boy oh boy, they turned naughty. My hand still smells like licorice. That was a strong candle. Oh, weird. This is not sweet. This is sour. Honestly, and this one is the lightest fragrance that I have noticed of the bunch so far. A little bit harder to make out with this one. The apple, again, like it is a very tart apple, not a sweet apple at all, not a fermented apple. These are not ripened. Elderberry. Again, it's hard to smell this one, honestly. It's not the strongest. Patchouli, hemp, musk of evil. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that, but it's so light. The patchouli is not strong in this, at least on the cold impression from the wax. Hemp and musk of evil. Again, musk is usually a pretty strong scent. I can't really make out much with this. Yeah, this one for me, I'm mostly just getting that really sour, unripened apple. Maybe perhaps on the burn, it would be a little bit more noticeable, but this one I'm having the hardest time smelling so far. Witch, okay, witch, we are going to have smoked clove, dark berries, and incense, smoky, sultry, earthy, and dark with little sweet. So this is the witch. This one actually, the berry comes out more than I was thinking it would. The dark berries give it that kind of juicier, fruitier thing. I was not expecting that. But it's really nice. The clove is not overpowering in this at all. So usually when I think of clove and cinnamon and those things, I think of them coming on really strong, and they only put a little dash of that in. I would say it's dark berries and incense mostly. So if you're actually somebody who has ever tried a berry incense, I think witch would probably come pretty close to that. Yeah, and it's tart berries as well. Not sweet at all. A tart berry, juicy, fruity type thing, but tart fruits, not sweet fruits, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, interesting. Now for me, I'm not really a berry scent person, so witch would not be my first pick, but if you're somebody who enjoys, especially like a fall berries type thing, this would be a very nature-invoking scent for the berries, at least it's apothecary type thing. The berries would be apothecary tart berries. So yeah, if you can imagine a apothecary witch blend of incense, maybe she's got her incense in the background burning different types of herbs for incense and then making some sort of concoction, smashing a concoction with dried berries or something like that. That's kind of how I would describe witch. House 31. Now I gave this one a little test smell earlier and I really liked it, so I'm excited about this one. The notes on this are a combination of dry and dusty wood and dank musty wood, clove and nag champa. So this looks like a haunted house to me. It's got these dusty wood, musty wood, clove, nag champa. I love all of these scent notes. I really, really do. And it's a haunted house. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. That's divine. That is really, really divine. The nag champa comes across very strong, which is, I love nag champa, which is why I love this scent. If you're a nag champa fan, definitely go for this. But yeah, it's gonna have that musty and like dusty wood also. Yeah, it's funny because I do get a dryness. I get a dry, like cracked type of thing out of this. Dried old wood, nag champa. The clove is hiding. Yeah, the clove is being a little bit sneaky in there, not coming out as much, but maybe on the burn that would come through more. But yeah, as it is, really nice, dark scent, also very dark and moody invoking, and I would really love for my house to smell like this also. And the candles that I have gotten from Witch Nose have all been great throwers. They have all done amazing jobs of filling up my room. Witch Nose has been awesome. Yeah, so I really love House 31. If you're an incense person or a kind of that dry, dusty, cracked, you know how Spirit Call was from Kringle last year, that like dry boardwalk wood type thing? That's gonna be kind of similar to this one. So House 31 is awesome. I really, really, really like it. All right, the next one is called Lycanthrope. I do not have the wax melt for this one, but I will read you the notes anyway. It is silver birch, cedar, leather, vetiver, and animalic, I'm not sure, animalic musk. So that looks like it's going to be leaning into the, the animal musk is kind of like the hormones that are excreted for their purposes. And yeah, silver birch, cedar, leather, vetiver. Honestly, I'm bummed I can't smell this one because that does sound like something I would really, really like. So this is a play on the big bad wolf and werewolves. So that is Lycanthrope. Spellcasting. This is another one I'm super excited about. Notes of dried herbs, leather-bound book, aged parchment, and other wood elements, and moonflower. So this is going to be another apothecary style one. The witch with her leather-bound book and her dried herbs and moonflower. The moonflower is actually coming. It's not a very leathery scent. I thought that this would be more leathery. This one is very light. It's very, very light and pretty. I was expecting something that was going to feel heavier, maybe because of the leather and the wood elements, but it's really, I feel like that moonflower is actually doing a lot of the heavy lifting in this. Or if there's herbs, they are flowery type of herbs. There's a very floral thing happening here. Very light, almost soapy, I'm going to say. The leather is not coming out on the first impression. At least for me. Or if it is, it's just very, very, very light. But yeah, we have, I would say the things that are coming out the strongest are these dried herbs and the moonflower. Maybe the wood, and maybe this parchment is adding a element that is also lightening it up. But I would say the color of the wax is actually kind of indicative of the mood of this candle. It's a little bit apothecary and flowery and stuff like that, but it's light. It's a much lighter take than I thought it was going to be. Interesting. So there you have it. That would be like kind of like the light witch. So I would call maybe between witch and spellcasting. I would say that witch is a little bit darker of a scent than spellcasting, and witch is going to be like that tartness to it, whereas spellcasting is going to be, I would say, a much kind of more floral and lighthearted one. All right, and then the last one that we have is Rustic Pumpkin. So this is going to be Homestead Pumpkin, Mahogany, Fall Spice, Blood Orange, and Dust/Dirt. This sounds like it's going to be kind of like a country pumpkin, like a pumpkin that is out in the country, maybe out in an antique yard, something like that. And that's a super nice pumpkin blend. That's a very, very nicely developed pumpkin blend. Mahogany, Fall Spice Blend, Orange, Dust, and Dirt. The Dust and Dirt is actually coming through pretty well in this, which is, I think, really making it a nice, like farmer type of pumpkin. Rustic Pumpkin is actually a great name for this. Homestead Pumpkin, Mahogany, Fall Spice, Blood Orange, Dust, and Dirt. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not getting much of the orange in this, but the Dust, the Dirt, Fall Spices, Harvested Pumpkin. Yeah, that's all really nice. This would be my pick for a pumpkin. I think, well, between Mother Pumpkin and this one, Mother Pumpkin. No, Mother Pumpkin's still really good. But Mother Pumpkin has more of the grasses in it. Mother Pumpkin is more of the grasses and the hay bales and that kind of thing. So it's a little bit, yeah, more grassy. And then Rustic Pumpkin is gonna lean more spices. It's more spices combined with a dust dirt thing. Yeah. This is a spiced pumpkin. Rustic Pumpkin is a spiced pumpkin, and Mother Pumpkin is a pumpkin with hay bales and no spices, hay bales and grasses and that kind of thing. I'm having a hard time picking between these two. I'm going to try and pick some favorites between two. So Mother Pumpkin, Rustic Pumpkin, Mother Pumpkin. I think I like Mother Pumpkin better because of those kind of like hay bale grass elements. I really like those. When it comes to spellcasting versus witch, I prefer spellcasting, but I really like witch a lot. It's just that I don't, tart berries are not my go-to scent, but if tart berries are your go-to scent, witch is really great. But I prefer spellcasting a little bit more, and I'm interested with spellcasting to see if the leather and the parchment will come out in the burn. Oh, Dead Alive Forest and Through the Veil. These two are also quite similar. So Through the Veil, God, that's so good. That one is a damp earth scent. Damp earth ozone, yeah, that one's really good. And Dead Alive Forest. God, they're both really good. Honestly, I might have to just get both of these. Again, these are quite similar. We've got, with Dead Alive Forest, we got the trees, fallen leaves, forest moss, and autumn sage. This is damp earth, ozone, palo santo, frankincense, and myrrh. So slightly different, but very similar. This just smells, so Through the Veil to me smells like I have put my nose in the dirt and just inhaled, which is also, I think, the feeling that I get from Dead Alive Forest. No, this one has a little bit more trees. Dead Alive Forest is a little bit more trees. Through the Veil. Very earthy scent, very damp and earthy scent. And Dead Alive Forest. Yeah, I would say the difference I would just say is kind of like dirt versus like trees, but very similar profiles. And honestly, I'm having a hard time picking between these two right now. They're so good. Let's see. The other ones seem to be Harvest and Reaper Field. Like I said, I think I already kind of compared and contrasted those two. Harvester has more apple, a little bit more tartness to it, and Reaper Field really to me is such a field scent. Yeah, Reaper Field almost feels sunny. It's so alive. What are the notes on this one again? Reaper Field. Harvest, plum, spiced pear, sweet potato, hay bales, dirt, and soil. I really get the hay bales, the dirt, and the soil, and then yeah, I mean, they're just really kind of subtle fruits and vegetable thing going on. But God, that's so good. So those two, again, similar. Danse Macabre stands on its own. Red hot, smoky scent with that dragon's blood. Very unique, very interesting. And Raven Black, I would say, is a kind of a different take on a similar idea, but the anise is there. Yeah, I would say these, maybe people who like anise and red hots, these would be kind of similar, but again, these two do kind of stand on their own. House 31 is a Nag Champa, kind of dead wood, old wood scent, and God, I love it. Really, really nice. And then Bad Apples was the kind of like sour apple one as well. My favorites of the whole bunch would be Through the Veil, Forest, Dead Alive Forest, House 31, and Reaper Field. And then maybe Mother Pumpkin thrown in there as well. So there's a bunch. But at any rate, yeah, I really like these quite a bit. If you have any questions, feel free as always to leave them in the comments, and I will try and answer them as best as I can. Once again, try and get your orders for this company in by 8:15. That will ensure that you're able to actually get the candles that you want from this company. And their company is called witchknowscandles.com. I will leave a link below. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and leave a comment. That's all great ways to support the Haven. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already. It was really nice to spend more time with you in the Haven, and we'll be back really soon with South of Sanity. So thank you, my friends. Thank you so much for being with me, and I look forward to more spooky content coming up really, really, really soon. All right, see you later. Bye.